Hey everybody, Panther0822. We're gonna do some Elven. I know I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know how far I'm gonna get because again, a lot of this is just maintenance where I have to set it for 2 days and then let it sit. But we'll go as far as we can, and we'll do a little bit. So I appreciate you guys being patient with me. Well, I'm a little sporadic. I'm trying to actually get things on a set schedule so you guys actually have things on a regular basis. I'm trying to have everything done so that you guys have stuff by 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I want to thank you for your patience. I've been a little sporadic in regards to things, so yeah. Anyways, let's get into some Elvenar. I don't plan on playing this too long, mainly because, again, there's not a whole lot that I can do, but I will do what I can. And yeah, so anyways, go check. The other thing I want to tell you guys about is on Twitch, so twitchtv.com/Panther0822. I just uploaded a video. The Jedi Code is what I entitled that video, so go check that out. It's me talking about the Jedi Code. Now, just to be clear, there are actually 2 official codes and 1 unofficial code. Although, I guess the 2 codes I'm calling official could be non-official as well. I guess it really depends on your perspective. But the 2 official codes that at least are recognized, at least through the KOTOR games and for most people, is the Jedi Code and then the Sith Code. Those are the 2 that are basically your standardized codes. And then you have a 3rd code, which is a non-recognized. Basically, it's the Grey Jedi Code, and the Grey Jedi Code is more or less a. I guess you could consider them an offshoot of Jedi, and as an offshoot of your standard good Jedi. I guess would be a way of putting it. I'm not entirely positive really how to actually put that, but research culture 150. We need 102 for culture. Okay. No. Culture. I have more than 1 flying boat? I didn't know that. I thought I could only have 1 flying boat. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do 2 flying boats. It'll take a couple hours to build, but that is okay. I'm okay with that. I didn't know. So anyways, yeah, I decided I would do it. It's gonna be basically a 4-part set. So yesterday I did the Jedi Code. Next Tuesday I'm gonna do the Sith Code. The week after that I am gonna do the Grey Jedi Code, and then the week following that, in 3 weeks, somebody did a really nice job of putting all 3 codes on a single, basically, poster that you could like print out and whatnot. But there's I'm gonna basically do a comparison of all 3 of the codes side by side. So that's the plan for the next couple weeks, and then after that, I should hopefully be able to get together kind of another series, as it were, in regards to what let's see where we're at as far as our camp goes. 33.6 and 32.6. Okay. As far as what I want to do, as far as kind of like maybe the next set, because my main thing is I want to get things so that you guys can actually, so I can actually just schedule things out, so I can actually put things on my Panthers 022 page and actually list everything out. It's like, all right, this is what I'm going to be doing, and so that you guys actually know and can anticipate and kind of know what's going on and things like that. Another thing that I'm starting, and unfortunately I didn't do it last night, a lot of it was just I was tired, and again, a lot of this is I'm trying to actually set things in motion so that there's a regular basis, is Den Time with the Panther. And basically what that is that's kind of my end-of-day recap is what it is. And that is the only video that may actually end up being a late upload video, because it'll probably be one that I do probably 1 to 2 hours before I go to bed. I usually go into bed about midnight, so about 10 o'clock-ish Pacific Standard Time. So that's kind of the plan there. All right, I think. Oh, let's spend our knowledge. So I mean that's kind of the plan. And again, that's going to be probably the only upload thing, and that one's going to be a daily video. Is what it's going to be. I'm just, a lot of it is, well, not a lot of it. Plain and simple, that's what it is, and I really should have spent the points there. My bad. That's alright, this is a long, oh, this is 40 points, that's not too bad. So I think this village is, well, let's see what her stuff is. Buy 3 knowledge points. Okay, we can do that. How do we want to do that? 40 points. How many points do I currently have? I've got 179. Okay, so I can do doing that. Money's easier to come by. Yeah, money's just easier to come by. So yeah, anyways, Den Time with the Panther is going to be is going to be a daily vlog that I do, and it's really going to be about me and what's going on in my life. It's going to be updates as far as my MS goes. How I'm feeling on a daily basis and things like that. Where the hell did those cuff drops go? There they are. So that's kind of what that's going to be. Is it's going to be about me and what's going on, and the wife might actually chime in and jump in every now and again. I might even have my brother. I might even drag my brother-in-law in here and actually have him kind of voice his observations and things like that. But that might be a little bit more difficult prospect to do. Things like that. Alright, that's going to take about 2.5 minutes. So I think at this point we're going to call this village good. We're going to check on our other 2 villages. And in between checking on these 2 villages and whatnot, we should complete that other goal, and then we'll see where we're at as far as that goes. A lot of this is just a self-exploratory, I guess would be the way to put it. Mainly because I'm trying to learn my particular style as far as Let's Plays go. I'm trying to find which games I really actually want to sit down and play, because there are games that I can play and I enjoy playing, and other games that I won't play. And I've been thinking about it. I'd like to get back into Kane, but at this point I'm probably not. Mainly because there's some stuff that it's there's I'm just gonna sit down and get used to the gameplay. Once I get used to the gameplay, I may actually go back through and start recording the game again. But at this point, I'm not going to. I'm going to focus on other games and things like that. Because I've got a couple games that I got from Steam, so I'm going to give those a shot and see how I like those. And then I've been doing the Star Wars on Mondays. And honestly, I might actually start doing a Star Wars play every day. Mainly because the Knights of the Old Republic games are long games. Unlike a lot of the current games where you can sit down and beat the game in a day, which I think is horseshit. It's a game that if you sat down and played it start to finish all the way through, it would take you 2 days at minimum to do. They're not games that you can just whip out in a day, because there's a lot of stuff to do, and that's even just sticking the story mode. So I'm at this point, I'm very heavily debating doing a daily playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic. Alright. I apologize for the mist that you are seeing there on the screen. I've got a humidifier going. I'll turn this so you can see the humidifier there. That way you know I'm not like choking on something. I've got it going because again I'm still getting over being sick, and whatever this is, it's like everything else is fine, but when I cough, the cough just aggravates my throat, and it just, so I've got to have a humidifier going. Although honestly, for what I'm doing, having the humidifier going is good for my voice anyways, because my voice needs moisture. And honestly, one of the things that I probably need to do is the same thing that singers do. And that is warm up my voice through vocal exercises. So, and that's something that I really, honestly, probably should start getting in the habit of doing, because anytime you're doing any type of speaking, whether, and this is just good advice. I mean, if you're an amateur speaker or professional, if you're a professional speaker, you probably already know this. If you're an amateur speaker, you probably don't know this, but something that you need to do is you need to warm up your voice. Now, people think, oh, I talk all day long and it doesn't really affect me, but here's the thing. If you're doing something like a Let's Play like this, where you're talking into a camera, you're basically presenting for either however long you're doing your video for, so 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 3 hours, 2 hours, whatever it is, you're presenting to whoever it is. And because you're presenting, you are using your voice in a slightly different way than a normal conversation. So, yeah, we're going to continue So it's always a good idea if you're professional or not so, or if you're a professional or amateur speaker, warm up your voice. Actually, Bitch told me about it a lot because she knows to warm up her voice properly. A lot of times she doesn't. It was like cough, cough, hack, hack, wheeze, wheeze. And it drives me nuts. My wife's an awesome singer and she's an awesome performer, and I love her to death. I just wish she'd warm up her voice, and I tell her this, and I whatnot. So I'm not saying anything behind her back because she knows I tell her this all the damn time. And sweetie, if you watch this, I love you. But yeah, so that's just kind of something to think about if you're doing anything performing wise that requires you to use your voice on a regular basis, warm it up. I got to be really honest. I would not be the best person to find out what those exercises are. I could tell you stuff that I learned when I was in high school. Excuse me as I drink more water. And I mean some of the stuff that I know, again, it's simple stuff. It's like enunciation drills and things like that. So it's like, how now, brown cow, how now, brown cow, how now, brown cow. So now, I mean, just by doing that, you should have actually been able to hear a tone difference. When I'm down here like this, it chokes off my vocal cord and muffles the noise a bit. When I'm here, it's very natural and everything like this. But when I come up here, it strains my voice a little bit because it's a higher pitch and because I'm straining stuff in here. So, I mean, that's just kind of an example of a vocal exercise. When you're learning to speak, try and keep your head as neutral as possible. Try not to keep your head down or keep your head up, because that actually creates issues. And again, I'm sure that there are plenty of vocal books and exercises and teachers who can tell you this stuff. So I'd encourage you to go out and look it up and find the stuff that works for you and whatnot. If you're a singer, although honestly, this particular exercise I'm about to do is not just for singers. It is, it's highly used for singers, but it's not just for singers. But if you do anything that's singing orientated, you'll know this drill anyways. And it's basically going up and down the scale. Some people are using the do, re, mi, fa, si, to. I'm not used to that. I'm used to using numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is what I'm used to. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 1, and where you just go up and down in your range. And that wasn't the best example of it because for the most part I'm not really, I was trying to do damn hard. Alright, I think we're as good as we're going to get as far as this goes. Although we'll check this stuff. Culture. We need 33 culture. Okay. That should be simple enough. Yeah, this gives us 67. That'll take less than a minute. Okay. Alright, we're gonna save this, and then we are... So 3 counters, 1, 2, 3. Well, let's check our encounter real quick. Let's see if we might be able to wrap this one. Oh wow, I've been yapping for 20 minutes already. Alright, let's see what we can do to maybe at least get one more out of this. This is going to be heavily marble, 75. How are we doing on marble? 22. We need to find something with steel if we can, which is not going to be you. I'm not sure it's going to be you either. That's a few enough, and that'll work. So we've got that one, we've got that one. Alright, gain some coin. What do you want? Buy $3 points. Okay. Well, let's start the collection of coins. But it's at least a start. Alright, let's take a look here. Steel is the best way to go. 120, I've got 270. I can at least do one. It's not going to affect me that much. Yeah, so I mean, those are how to brown cows are a really good one. Actually, going through your vowels is actually a really good way to go. A, E, I, O, U. And then there's probably, and then honestly, you can find books on this stuff, or you can find apps for this type of stuff. So, it's got a province. Already working on that. And honestly, I'd encourage you to do it, because the reality is it's good stuff to know. I mean, especially if you do stuff professionally or semi-professionally. I seriously need to complete an area. Oh wait, you need minutes, but that's okay. 11 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to still be playing for long enough for that one, but that's okay. Save. Call that one good. But I mean, I would just encourage you guys to look it up and things like that. And this has turned more or less about Elvenar and more about kind of just my personal thoughts and opinions on some things and whatnot. But I mean, hey, I mean it works because I mean, Elvenar is really just one of those games where it's just simple. You don't really do much with it. Alright, let's go to full screen. I mean, if you really want to do stuff, you buy diamonds, which I don't have the budget of, which requires actual money. Because it's an in-game purchase. Oh, I've got my volumes turned off, so we'll turn those. Alright, I've still got a home at level 1, which I don't want to do. I want to just upgrade it. Alright, let's take a look at some of our stuff here. Gain 40 marble, we're at 28, so we need more marble. What do you want? upgrade you. I should probably look at upgrading the rest of my stuff here. Excuse me. Apologize for the headphone users. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this game is really great, but it takes time because really just plain and simple. You do have to have a little bit of a disposable income so that you can like buy diamonds in order to do it. So, all right. Oh, something that's coming up. Not September 30th. March 30th. So, I want to say 2 weeks out, maybe 3 weeks out. Starting at 11 Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. I am going to be doing a stream until about 9 p.m. And which reminds me, I need to actually get a computer actually all set up for it, and download some stuff, and actually do a couple of tests beforehand and make sure. But I'm going to be doing a stream from 11 to 9, and it is a fundraising stream, and it is honestly for myself. Although I may include a few other links as far as a few other things go. I need a service animal. I know by you guys watching me play games and whatnot, you may not think I do, but I do. And then there's also a few other things, like I'm trying to help my wife raise some money as far as getting some better equipment or adding some equipment so that we can do some more things, so we can actually be more stable on our feet and things like that. So my stream is going to be again this month, the 30th. And yeah, so let's see here. And I'm just gabbing. All right, I've started 3 beverages. That's gonna take. Where are they at right now? They're a little less than a minute. Okay. Well, let's do this. We're gonna go back to the first village because we needed to scout something. And so that should actually be done now. And then my wife actually pointed something out to me. I'll actually get this specific link because I'm going to ask her for it. But the Scarborough Renaissance Fair, they had a fire. It was she actually showed it to me on Facebook, and one of the stores was very heavily affected, called Pendragon. My wife and I have not been able to get out to Scarborough. We've been wanting to get to Scarborough for a very, very long time. And but they were very heavily affected by it, and so they're doing, if I remember it, they're doing a crowdfunding to help with that damage. And so that stuff's 2.5 minutes left. Okay. No, we'll see that. Buy 3 knowledge points. No. this video, but I will definitely try and see if I can. Maybe she tagged me in it. If she tagged me in it, then I can look for it. But anyways, I'm bringing it up because I firmly believe in trying to help people as much as possible. And sadly, Tommy and I are not always financially in the place to do it, and so we try and do it by other things, by like giving our time. If we've got some clothing or some furniture or something that we know that we can safely give up, and it's not going to be an issue, but somebody else can be much by it, then we typically do it. So, Scout of Province. Okay. This is going to be done here in about 50 seconds, so we'll go ahead and move it. So yeah, so I mean that's kind of what my wife and I's philosophy as far as that goes. Is if we can, we do, and if we can't, we try and share and talk about it to other people so that more people are aware of it, and maybe if we're not able to, we can share it, and somebody goes, I can do something about that, and then they'll do something. So that's kind of the whole point, is to kind of try and help people be aware of things so that they know. So all of that. So we're a little over 30 minutes at this point. So I'm gonna wrap this up here real quick, and then I'm gonna kill this. So. That took a little longer than I thought it was going to. It took most of my points to do it. That is okay. Alright, research Magic Academy. Alright, that there. Build a Magic Academy. I am not sure I've got the space for a Magic Academy right now. I think